Okay, welcome to my beginner's video on chestnuts, beautiful chestnuts. In Virginia, where I am, we're lucky to have a chestnut tree in the area. So if in your hometown you have a tree that has leaves like this and is dropping these kind of husks, those are chestnuts. Inside of each of these husks, there's room for about between 2 and 4 of these chestnuts. The skin on the outside of the chestnut is hard like wood, which is very important when you're trying to cook these. So I'm going to show you in a minute how to cook these. A lot has been written about what type of chestnuts we have. This leaf is 6 inches long, and if you notice, the edges are shaped in a certain way. I'm not an expert on the species, but I understand that there are Chinese, Japanese, American, and European types. I think this one is Japanese. If there are any experts out there who watch this video, please leave a message on this video and let us know what you think the species is. It's very important to understand that at one time the chestnut was the largest tree in American hardwood forests. It had the best wood and the most amount of food for people and animals. But a really bad thing happened, and that is a blight killed almost all of the American chestnuts. So right now, you can get on the internet and you can see there are a number of American chestnut societies that have been formed to crossbreed and form hybrids that are resistant to the blight and regrow them. So right now there are a growing number of chestnut farms, and now you can go to the store and buy these. They're becoming more and more available. This is the time of the year. The trees start to drop their chestnuts in late September, early October, and right now this video is being made end of October or beginning of October. So we have plenty of these, and we've picked all these in just 3 or 4 days. So what I'll do now is take you over to the kitchen and show you a way to cook them. There's all kinds of different ways, but what I will show you is how to do it with the easiest way that I've found that gives you a nice product that's not burned or undercooked. And so many people go out to the store, they see these beautiful nuts, they bring them home, they don't know how to cook them, and they either burn them or just mess them up to where it's a disappointing experience, and then they don't go back and buy anymore. But these are wonderful to eat. So let's go to the kitchen and I will show you a cooking technique. Okay, so let's start by picking some of the nicest, biggest ones we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm only going to do a small amount. So we're going to do some things and time the cooking to be just enough for those 8. So the first thing you have got to do, since these are like little firecrackers, if you were to cook these in the microwave or in a pot or in a pan on the fireplace, the way they are, they would explode, and they do explode. And what you get is something that looks like wet flour all over your area. So what you have to do to each one is take a knife and put a cut in each one that's about that deep. Okay? All right, all of these have a nice little cut in them like this, and because of this they won't explode. So we'll go ahead and put them, for this method, into the little bowl. And I do something that I haven't seen other people do. So you add water, just enough water to cover them all, just about that much. All right. Now, at this point, you can do other things. Some people do other things. They'll add a little butter or salt to the water so that they're pre-salted, or sugar, or anything you can imagine you can add at this point. I'm going to take this now and transfer it to the microwave. Okay then, so what we're going to do is put these in the microwave for about 5 minutes. And I say about because it might not be enough for you, depending on where you live, what altitude you live at. Okay, so this is what we have. If you notice, all of those skins on the nuts have opened up nicely, and inside you have well done meat in the nut. At this time, when you open the microwave, you will have the odor of something like freshly baked bread, nuts, and potatoes, kind of all mixed in together. And that's kind of like what the nuts, these chestnuts, are going to taste like. So what you have to do now is empty them out and let them cool off a little bit so you can handle them for the next and the last step here. Okay, so these chestnuts are out, they're cooled off, and you can see how the nuts themselves have actually expanded a little and are loose from the shell. Also, you'll notice the shell itself is no longer hard like wood. It's flexible, like leather almost. And then the inner skin is separated and it peels off very easily. So after this process, your chestnuts are done. They're soft, they aren't burned, and they're easy to remove. So if you have a chance, try it out yourself and enjoy.